Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Megabit Misfits. And on this episode of Megabit Misfits, we are discussing everything Rockstar revealed about GTA 6. We are discussing the Steam machine and its issues. And not only that, but we're going to be speaking about some memory. Hit the music. What is going on, fellas? How you doing this fine Wednesday evening?
Excellent,
good.
Very nice.
We in the building. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave comments in the comment section.
Yes,
read all the comments.
And share these videos to your gamer friends so that way they can judge us and everything we say. Okay.
So we're gonna get into this. We could all breathe finally after like years of waiting for this thing already, right? We've got the price written down. We've got things going on. You know, is everybody happy?
What are you talking about? What game are you talking about? What game could this possibly be?
I think he's referring to what is it? High Guard 2?
Yeah, High Guard. Yo,
damn right. That's the one.
Everybody,
Mine's Eye
High Guard 2. Mine's Eye. Good Lord.
Anthem 2. Anthem, the return of Anthem.
Oh, geez.
That's your 3.
Most anticipated game of the century, for sure.
Grand Theft Auto 6. And everybody, it is the release date was revealed. Yeah, November 19th, 2026 is the actual date. And there are a bunch of rumors that came out about it. We have a few that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about the potential pricing of this thing.
No, actual.
Oh, actual. It is. Oh, that's not a rumor. So that's actually that price. So it's going to be 2 bundles, right? From what I heard.
Yes.
So one is going to be $80, the base game. That's what I heard. You tell me if I'm wrong or correct. Wrong.
You got it.
And then the $100 for the special bundle pack with all the goodies that people would like the cars and the
ultimate bundle,
tattoo shop and blah 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 all this stuff, whatever. Now, 80 and 100. That's already more than every other game out there. But I understand that
except for one.
What's
every
the other
game
one,
for one. Mario Kart World 8.
Nintendo, you son of a
big difference in quality of game and type of game, you know. But GTA is probably the only one that makes sense that it would be that price. But you know, there's gonna be some repercussions that come in after GTA, where every company's gonna think they could do the same thing. So that's just the story of gaming, you know.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I make jokes and whatever, and I say, "Oh, I hate this, I hate that." Much respect to Nintendo for being around for 50+ years, maybe even longer.
They took that bullet. They took that bullet.
Yeah.
They took that bullet.
Yeah, I mean, they earned their position from where they are right now, especially with the Switch 2 and all that stuff, and the Mario Kart being $80 is okay. But like you said, the comparison between those two games, totally 2 different spectrums. Fun level, I'm sure Mario Kart or whatever the hell it's called is probably great. Is awesome. To people who love it, fantastic. To people who love GTA 6, they're gonna absorb those Mario Kart people and have another probably 80 million other people around the world.
I don't know if they're the same demographic, for sure.
Yeah, they're gonna absorb those people. I'm like, huh?
There's some 20 and 30-year-olds that still play the Mario Kart. I'm not talking about like 12-year-olds because
that's what I assumed the way you said it.
Well, I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. Like, because one of the rumors, right? Now that we got the $80 and the $100 thing out of the way, because that's the actual pricing for it, which I understand. But one of the rumors is that, and tell me if you guys heard this or not, but that Rockstar or GTA 6, they're gonna have to have your ID and or your age scanned or put into the actual game. Because you cannot play. Oh, okay. So you did hear about that. Okay, so I'm not crazy.
Yes,
it wasn't just like a TikTok and Instagram rumor.
No, that's legit. Like, Rockstar is having age verification going, so people could play this game. So that will be part of the Rockstar app.
Yeah. To hold accountability amongst those in the world, and it'll track you. So if you try to cheat, you'll be banned. Period. By your actual legit legal government name, you'll be banned. So you can't go buy another freaking PS5 or another Xbox. Come on, I mean,
the ID thing is Australia, United Kingdom, and select states in United States, not everywhere.
Okay.
Put that out there.
Select states in the United States.
That's interesting as hell.
Over 22 states.
Do these states have specific colors? Or are we still?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Like that's what I'm about to say. Like, because there's already restrictions in certain states.
Yeah.
Because of certain, and I'm not gonna get into politics, but because of certain things, there are restrictions on a lot of stuff in those states. So if that's that in those states, then I'm gonna have to move. Anyway,
we got to touch on some other stuff. There were not only are there stores, like the tattoo stuff that you mentioned. There's also vehicles. If you don't buy the $100 package, you miss out on some nice exclusive things. You can upgrade at any time from your regular standard $80 package to the $100 package. So pretty much to experience this game in its full entirety, you're pretty much looking at $100 games. Let's be honest. This is a $100 game.
You're definitely cut off.
Yeah. So if you want the full experience and have, the exclusive weapons, the locations for customizations, the nice cars, you may want to pull out that $20. And it depends on how good it is too. But yes, you can upgrade at any time. I just want to point that out, that we don't want to leave that off the table.
The question I have for that, and not for you guys specifically, but for like Rockstar, or if anybody can answer in the comments, is that if, let's say, you just go get the $80 base game, and everything that the bundle would give you for the extra $20, can you just unlock that through gameplay by grinding by 150 to 200 hours?
No, they said you have like a membership that you wouldn't be able to go into specific stores, or you wouldn't be able to access specific cars or anything like that. You'd be completely locked out of it. So you would never see them in your version of the game.
Damn.
Yeah. So that might include specific missions that might require those things and other things like that. So, I don't know how far they're going to go into it. It's been a big topic of controversy the last couple of days, or that people have been talking about it. But, It's going to be interesting to see once the game opens up and, people start getting playing. And like, how are you just, are the windows of these stores just going to be like completely blank windows? And then when you buy the $20, all of a sudden doors pop up. It's just a grand opening or something on it. And then you have access. I don't know.
You're just going to say $20.
Isn't it look like the Spider-Man city until you pay for the $20, Like,
and not only that, but this is a huge. You're trying to get into a club, $20 access. This game.
Hurry up and buy. When you get close to it,
the map is
hurry up and buy.
4 times. Hurry up and buy. GTA 5.
Just this game is going to be just a single player. 4 times bigger than GTA 5. There's not going to be any online features. There's not going to be any multiplayer. There's not going to be anything like that. So this is just the base game. This is
not even in the $20 bundle, right?
Right. And then again, this is also just for PlayStation and Xbox. There's no PC release or announced or anything like that. So who knows when that's going to happen. And then the online thing, if it does happen, you're talking maybe another year of waiting, before they announce it. And then it's another companies are clearing their games from the schedule just because they don't want to be in the way of GTA Online. So, this is not, it's not, we got the fresh air now, but we're going to choke up again later on. So,
Yeah,
and what's even more diabolical is the fact that November 19th, fellas, what comes the next week?
Thanksgiving, Black Friday.
Everybody will not be at the dinner table.
No,
they are. Listen. That's diabolical work to drop it right around that time.
There's a corporate company that actually is considering it a national holiday and is giving everybody the day off. That I saw in the news.
It's gonna be the biggest call out. Out.
It didn't make sense. They know what they know what their employees are doing. So
that's going in the Guinness Book of World Records, bro. That day is gonna be so many call outs.
The most call outs.
So many, bro. Everybody gonna have bronchitis, gingivitis, gingivitis,
gingivitis.
They gonna have it all, bro. I'm telling you. No, you know what's gonna be crazy that nobody talked about neither is how if you're on PlayStation 5 or even Xbox and the pre-orders, because the pre-orders is out, right?
Yeah, pre-orders will be out. The pre-orders out
by the time video up. Yeah.
So when are they allowing people to install the game? Because they can't be doing it all on the same day. That's
going to be crazy because
that's going to be insane.
they're allowing people who buy the physical version to install the game but not have access to it until Rockstar gives the okay.
So they're locked.
Cut the ribbon.
So they're locked. The ones that buy the physical game because of the whole physical. Because they're not doing the physical copies. You're getting what is it? A key code or something like that?
Yeah, you're getting a game code. It'd probably be either on the receipt or a card inside the box. And you'll be able to install it, or maybe not even install it. It might just like pre-install the night before or something like that. But you'll be able to punch in and redeem the code the night before.
So the people who are on that's doing it digitally, then there's no pre-install for them.
I'm sure if you pre-order it, you could probably do it. I mean, that
would be the smart option.
Yeah. As of whatever the 25th, the pre-orders will be live. So I'm pretty sure if you pre-order it, it'll be pre-installed by the time you get to play.
Okay. I mean, I don't have it's not coming off a PC, at least not yet. It's coming off a PS5, Xbox Series X and S.
And speaking of that, the reason why they're putting it out only on game code is to eliminate hackers and things like that. They don't want the disc being out there and people being able to release story information, but also being able to make copies of the game for PC players and other hackers and things like that.
Kind of like what happened with the Ubisoft Assassin's Creed
right exactly
Assassin's game.
And they did the same thing with Red Dead, I believe. They didn't put out physical copies till the day of. The stores weren't allowed to give the physical copies till the day of. So
that's the reason why I'm kind of like, why would they think that's a security concern when you pre-order something, you don't get it until the day before anyway.
Right now, as we're recording, Prime Day is going on, and I thought it was funny because they announced the GTA pre-order pricing and all of that stuff, right? And I was on Prime Day looking up PS5 games, and they actually have a police. What is it? Hold on, it's a police simulator patrol officer game. It's $100. It's $100.
Police simulator. That's wild.
$199.
That's diabolical.
Oh, okay, so check out where that's coming from, because I think that's coming from somebody who's trying to get somebody else.
This is from Amazon.
That's coming from a scammer.
My gosh.
Yeah, Mr. Lee, check out on Steam right now how much that game is, because
it's $29. It's $30 on Steam.
It was $29.99
when it came out.
I thought it was just funny that GTA about stealing shit, and then you got Police Simulator, and then it's $100. But anyway.
And by the way, Police Simulator,
$100. What the hell?
Simulator is a cool game, but it's not GTA 6 level. It's worth $30.
It is worth $30. Really good game though, but no, not OG. $100.
No.
Nah.
Hell no.
Hell no.
There's a thing that they say that GTA 6 is taking from Red Dead Redemption, where you will not be able to carry as many guns as you would like as in previous games. You're gonna have loadouts, just like in Red Dead Redemption. I don't know if you guys saw this.
Yeah. You have to go to your trunk of the car.
Right. No, because you're not even going to have access to lockers and multiple things like that. I from what I understand, you'd have to have them in specific places, not just the trunk of your car, because you don't always have your car when you're playing the game. So
you can hide them out in places. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
No, I want to put it in my car. That's the whole point.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't happy about this because they say you need to have specific weapons for specific missions and things like that. So that might pace out the game, I guess.
What's the sense of having this badass car and I can't loaded up with guns? What's the sense?
We're supposed to be like the two brothers in Supernatural. When you pop open the trunk, there's like 50, 60 weapons, melee guns, shotguns, handguns, everything. Yeah. Can we say all this some stuff about guns on a freaking video?
It's a video game, but
we should be all right. We're good.
Okay, no problem. Just making sure. Okay, so with GTA coming to consoles, and we don't know yet if it's coming to PC. we were hoping that a certain item that was released would actually get a lot more people into the PC world. Apparently, that's not going to happen because even though I love this company and I play that game, I'm a PC head now. I have been for the past 2 years. Mr. LeeBoy has been a PC head for quite a while, and Mr. Rav is, I think, joining us eventually, or he from time to time.
Yeah, it just so happens I just got mine. So I ordered it. It's on its way. So.
Yeah, so he's on his way. But, well, not this item. He didn't order this item. He ordered another PC. One of us.
I will never be that. I won't be part of the elite. You know what I mean? I won't be like that.
Too late, folks. He hasn't told you what's behind the scenes. It's too late for him.
Yeah, pretty much. So anyway, the item I'm talking about that Mr. Rav did not order, he ordered something else. But what I'm talking about is the Steam Machine.
Yeah.
The Steam Machine is a small 6-inch box cube.
The GameCube Part 2.
That pretty much technically it's supposed to be the small PC entry for your everyday person to come in to the PC world, into the PC gaming world. You can use it as a console, you can use it as a PC, and it's supposed to be. It was like we're all really excited about it, and then
RAM
shortages, and then RAM shortages and all this stuff. I'll get into a little bit about that later. But the RAM shortages hit, and the prices of memory skyrocketed, and then blah 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 blah. And now we have the game. I'm about to call it GameCube. The Steam Machine. The Steam Machine dropped, and let me tell you, I'm gonna tell you this right now. The basic model with 512 gigs of what kind of memory, Mr. Lee? What kind of memory is that? Storage.
That's going to be storage, sir.
Storage memory.
512 gigabytes.
Not a terabyte. Not a terabyte. Not 2 terabytes, but 512 gigs of storage. $1,050 plus all tax and fees or whatever. So it'll probably be about $1,200. And it continues.
All right, hold on. Just at the base model.
All right, just
the price to me did not surprise me. That price is not, to me, horrible. It's bad, but it could have been a lot worse the way things are going in the world. So to me, that is not the worst thing that can happen. But I did look up the specs for it, and there's way cheaper ways to build similar to better PCs.
I have the specs right in front of me now.
For a similar amount. So, you know.
The thing you're getting soon is going to be stronger than that.
But the thing is that yeah, for sure, it's going to be way, but
and not that much more expensive.
But it gives people access still to a way to plug your PC into your TV and have it open, where a PlayStation and an Xbox is locked down to that system. Same thing with a Switch, but like you still have a PC. It's still smaller. It's still a little bit more expensive than. And it's pre-built for you. So if these are mainly for people who don't know how to build PCs, I could still see this as a decent way to go. Maybe if it's not the best, because it's the equivalent to about a PS5 regular. So I think that, you know, for that, you might as well go buy a PC, a PlayStation 5. But because it's more open, I think it's a good way in. You know what I mean? That's my opinion on that.
Because the thing with the PS5, right? Yeah, PS5 right now, the basic one is 600? Something along those lines, 550,
like 600? 750, I think, right now.
And I seen it for 600, 650 on Amazon, but whatever. It went up in price. It used to be 500, now it's like 700. And the Pro is like 900 to 1,000.
900, yeah.
So with the Pro, right? 900, you're still saving about $300. But then you got to pay your subscription. The subscription service is supposed to go up again before 2027, which I read in two articles.
You don't have to pay the subscription. But again, it's just the PC leaves you more open. You're allowed to play more games, different things you can do.
Yeah, it depends on what the individual person is looking for. Mm-hmm. So they could buy Xbox Series X, S if you want to save a little money, PlayStation 5 or 5 Pro. This Steam Machine at this price for $1,049, for me, it's a hell no, because the PC that I have that I built for $600, because I bought everything on Black Friday or Cyber Monday and I got everything on freaking 50 to 60% off. would have cost me about 2,000, 1,800 bucks to 2,000. But instead, I spent about 600, 650. And it is more powerful than this. It's about PS5 Pro, maybe slightly above PS5 Pro. But I don't use it for 4K gaming because that will push my card till it burns the hell out. I do what Mr. Lee told me to do. Play that shit on 1080p or 1440p and leave it at that. That's what I do. And guess what? All the games are beautiful. They run fine. I have no problem, no issue. And I'm good. And then like on the Steam machine here that I'm looking at, you have different bundles. So you have the basic bundle, 512 gigs at 1,050, but with, like I said, taxes and fees, about 1,200 bucks. Then you got the 512 gigabyte with the controller, and the controllers I keep hearing is awesome. You can buy the controller separate for 100 bucks. It's like a Steam fucking commercial right now. We are not sponsored, by the way, because I'm telling you, don't buy this. But the controller, buy. The controller, I think, is awesome.
Yeah, if you could get your hands on it.
Exactly. If you get your hands on it, because it's selling like crazy.
Well, they'll make more. They're just gonna keep selling out though, but they're gonna make more.
Yeah, and right now, so that base model with the controller is $1,128, taxes and fees maybe $1,300, $1,350, something like that. Then you got the 2 terabyte model, which for me would be just based off of the space. The 2 terabytes would be worth it, but everything else kind of kills it for me because 2 terabytes is pretty much about 1,400. It's going to be 1,349. Yeah, 1,500 with taxes and fees.
You're better off buying the base model and just upgrading the storage. Like you can upgrade the storage yourself if you're computer savvy to some extent, you know.
Yeah, well,
and then
it depends. Right, but it depends.
Plug this bad boy in and keep it pushing.
The thing that I find interesting too is that they released the system. They put out the pricing and all of the stuff. It's finally out. But then you release Steam OS for free to download and install on your system. So you can
Steam OS 3.
Right. But you can now install this on your whatever build you buy. You make yourself, and you have a better version of this for probably less money. So it's like they don't want you to necessarily buy the system. They probably understand they're not going to sell a lot of them, and that's probably why they did that. But they definitely want you in their ecosystem, and that's why they put out the Steam OS to have it where you could boot into Windows, but you could also boot into Steam OS. You know,
right? And if you go into Steam OS, you're buying games,
right?
And let me tell you, Steam, in my experience, has had some of the best pricing for games, period. Like the sales they give, whether it's a sale for an individual game or for its entire publisher on sale game, entire publisher sales for all their games. It's they have some of the best pricing I've ever seen. So if you go to just download Steam OS for free, and put in with $5 if you buy it, and then you got a lifetime membership, you buying games left and right. Period. Look at my library is what 300 plus.
Mm-hmm.
You have a Steam library, Mr. LeeBoy. I mean, how many games you got in your Steam library?
I have a ton. I don't even know, bro.
Yeah, and then Mr. E, I know. Games. Yeah, Mr. Eli himself had a shit ton.
I don't even play games on Steam, but I get everything that I can. Just whether I get it free or whether I pay for it, I've probably got thousands of games on there too.
I was about to piggyback off of what Mr. Rav just said, because they have such a great ecosystem to the fact that you can buy a key card from somewhere else and activate it on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And if you go to certain stores and certain websites where they sell games for cheaper prices than they do on Steam, but they say you could play it on PC, they'll have a thing that says for Steam, and you download or you get that key card. You can go to Steam, use the key card that you bought, and put in the game to access that game. I recently bought, even though I don't support in 2K, but recently, since the Knicks in 5, baby, since we won, I've been hyped to play some basketball. And I'm like, I'll try 2K this year. And I saw it on Steam for like $15. Went somewhere else and they were selling it for $10.
Oh,
got the key card for Steam, $10, while Steam was selling it themselves for $15.
So with that being said, you got a 2 terabyte version for about $1,500. Then you got 2 terabyte version with the controller, which is definitely going to be about $1,600 with taxes and everything. And then it has like 2 little plates with it, so you could change the plates. So instead of it being just a face of black, you can put a face of brown or face of red.
Yeah.
Yay for $1,500. Yeah, for me that's a skip. Steam Machine is a complete skip for me, 1,000%. The controller is a yes, but I am looking forward to one of their future products, which we kind of didn't mention at all that we were going to mention, but Steam Frame, we'll have that on a future episode down the line. That Steam Frame looks crazy. That's going to be the virtual helmet thing, and that's a computer on its own. Anyway, we'll get to that another time. But yeah, Steam Machine for you guys. Okay.
Can we please? Can I get some credit for being close? I didn't get it where the Steam Machine was going to come out with GTA, but damn it, I was close. They came out in the same freaking week. The pricing, like, come on, man, I got to get a little something. I thought about it.
the last video that we had talking about GTA specifically and Steam at the same time, Mr. Rav had a great theory he thought would happen as far as like GTA and the Steam Machine coexisting at the same time. But you got to give him credit. They both kind of landed in the same spot as far as like the announcements and stuff like that. So his math was mathing. Did it add up at the end? It was mathing though. But
send me that clip and I'll edit it into this episode.
It's literally the last episode we made with GTA 5.
No. Well, yeah, but I'm gonna be editing this. So somebody look for that clip, send it to me. No.
Oh my gosh.
And then on top of that, didn't I also say that I'm gonna take some credit too for my damn self? I wasn't gonna say nothing. But didn't I say that they were gonna have different bundles for the freaking Steam Machine?
Yeah,
I said straight up they're gonna have different bundles. And you're like, oh no.
Yeah, I didn't think they were gonna sell the controller with it, to be honest with you. I thought it was gonna come with it, but I didn't think they were gonna charge more for it. I thought it was just gonna come with it in general.
They charge.
So at the end of the day, Mr. ReyRey says, is it worth it? If you're asking us, to you, the audience who's watching, Mr. ReyRey said it's a skip. Mr. Rav, what are you thinking?
Oh, it's a skip. I got something coming in. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with some.
Okay. And me as well. I honestly think this is a skip. I'm just gonna say this and then I'll pass it on to you, Mr. ReyRey. Steam is known for taking L's and these hardware departments, but the one thing I can say about them, they consistently get better and better and better and better. So I think they'll take an L on this, but they'll come back again with the Steam Machine. We'll probably see the Steam Machine 2 later in the ethos. Like the controller was a dud the first time. They were but now this controller fire. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say.
Definitely. The only reason why I say it's a pass is because I already own something that's superior to this. That's the only reason. Now, for those of you people out there who don't really have a system at all and you just play games casually, but you do more of the PC stuff, then maybe this might be for you. You never know, because it has a Bluetooth connection system. You could put any keyboard and mouse to this. You connect it to any screen. Apparently, Linus Tech Talks tested all the peripherals he possibly could test on this thing. Everything freaking worked for it. Yep. And so if you just want something that you could play some games on, because if you have the SteamOS here, you could play all the old games perfectly fine. Some games coming out now and some games coming out in the future, you won't. You'll have some problems, some issues, but you never know.
They said you could play with it. You could play them as long as you maximize the VRR in it and all of that. The not VRR, the AI system that they're running. So in order to fix the frame rates and things like that, they
got upscaling.
Yeah, they have upscaling in there that they'll be able to fix to mimic better graphics.
Yeah, the other channel, Linus Tech Talks, he did all the channel or whatever because they sent them a full blown unit,
right?
And when he tested it and they upscaled everything, it did not look good because he upscaled it because what they do is to upscale it to 4K, they first have to compress it down to 720 to then upscale it to 4K. What that does is that pixelates a lot of the stuff and makes it look bad. So for that, just leave it at 1080p.
That ain't chocolate. That's doo-doo, baby.
Yeah, just leave it at that. Because they tested Cyberpunk 2077. They tested The Witcher. They
said it won't play Cyberpunk at all. Like that, so.
Yeah. Oh no. It played at 15 frames per second.
Man.
That's what it played at. So
what was this, a commercial?
What? Then they were trying to do it at 4K, and it was like, just play with the 1080p. Just play with the 1080p. Screw it. And then on top of, if you're gonna play some game like what's that? What is that game? Farmville or like one of those those
Stardew Valley
like that. Stardew Valley, Minecraft, perfect. Some Roblox games, perfect. You can even play the old God of Wars. Hey, we don't We don't.
You can emulate it as long as you own it. So I'm just saying.
Hey, if you own it, that's right.
You guys hear? Did the audience hear how deep Ray's voice got when he mentioned God of War? Hey, boy, hey,
hello, boy.
How long do you think we wait before we see a Steam Deck 2? Because it's been a while now.
That's a very good question. Can I go?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So I think they're not going to do this until the prices come back down again, because they're going to take such an L on this that they're not going to want to put out another one so soon. So when prices get back to normal a little bit after that, I think they'll do another one. I don't think they're going to do it no time soon.
I agree completely. 1000% agree. You, Mr. Rav?
I agree, but I think that had it not been for the RAM shortages, I think it would have been way sooner. I think we would have been probably a next year situation. Steam Deck 2 would have been out. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean they're not making them. They, maybe they're just gonna hold off just to be safe.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
Now maybe I heard this wrong. You're talking about the Steam Deck or the Steam Machine? I'm sorry, the Steam Machine.
Steam Deck 2, because the Steam Deck came out. Then the Steam Machine came out that's supposed to be slightly more powerful. Steam Deck 2, we've been waiting for an upgrade on that for almost 5 years, I believe, about 5 years. Mm-hmm. So you would think that they'd already be working on the next version of that, system.
Okay, so I still stand by my claim. Yes,
okay.
I still stand by it.
Yeah. Because I mean, look at this. They raised the price. Anyway,
this is like a rake, like an Xbox rake. They're hitting them in the face, So
yeah, they raised the price of the Steam Deck anyway, because they no longer make the cheaper version of it. Right. The only one you can purchase now are the 2 OLED screens, unless they're going to be refurbished or something like that. And well, I could check right here what they raised the price to. Right here, they raised the price of the 512 gig OLED screen to $789. I remember that being $559 at one time or something like that. And then the 1 terabyte OLED Steam Deck is $949. So
do you guys think? And I'm gonna piggyback off Mr. Rav's question. I know we've been on this for a hot minute, but I just gotta ask this: do you guys think that it would have been better for them to make the Steam Deck 2 instead of going with the Steam Machine?
Yes.
Because the Steam Deck was, it was. Now I'm thinking about it, I'm like,
yeah,
you should have went with that.
Yeah. You could have kept the shell and the design, and just added more memory and update the chip, make a more powerful chip.
I slightly disagree on that, just because of the internal power supply on the system itself. I don't think they would have been able to fit that onto the handheld. So I think that's the reason why they couldn't do that. I'm sorry. It's already pretty fucking fat. That's a big boy. That's
a little weight onto it.
But I think the reason that it was smart to go after the home living room system, because they saw Xbox failing so bad. And that's where they were trying to infiltrate and take over that space. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I could see that going.
Damn. Yeah. He said, Steve said, okay, Xbox, we're taking that over. It's not going to work, though. It's not going to, now anyway. No. And the main reason why it's not going to work is because the Steam Deck, and they raised the price of the Steam Deck as well. But the Steam Machine is really what the topic. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna take over anything. Me personally, I hope it succeeds in some way, shape, or form, but I believe it kind of is gonna fail. But I'm trying to think positive, okay? But the reason why is because of that damn memory hike that started last year, when everybody and their mom, which is Samsung, Micron, and SK Hynix or Hynix. I'm not exactly too sure how to pronounce that. I apologize. But those 3 companies are the 3 major companies in the world that make, and correct me if I'm wrong, they make ROM and RAM memory. On top of that, they make NAND memory, and they also make HBM memory. Christ. Okay? They make all of that shit, okay? Just saying. They make all of it. So, with the ones that I'm going to personally talk about, I'm not even going to get into it too much, but ROM and RAM, they are involved in PC building. Correct, Mr. Lee? They're involved directly with PC building.
Correct.
all three of them decided, well, Micron specifically, Micron decided to stop making memory, right? And this is from last year, so there's a little bit of old news. They decided to stop making memory on the consumer market and just focus on HBM memory. Oh, or we could watch some shit on our phones and then say, fuck what we're saying. That's okay.
That's not what I'm doing.
This guy went to like porno or something.
That's not what I'm doing.
He went back to his old pictures.
I'm looking it up.
No. Earlier.
Okay. Well, what are you gonna play here? What are you gonna force me to cut out?
R. Kelly's tape.
That's how you say it. You heard it?
What?
It's SK Hynix. You had it correct. That was all. I was just looking to see how you say the damn word, fucker.
You could have just told me, Ray, that name is correct.
Huh?
Okay.
Stop talking to your AI.
It's YouTube.
Treat me badly, big boy. That's what you're supposed to say. Micron stopped making consumer-based memory ROM and RAM chips and stuff like that for the consumer. What they did was, just like Samsung and SK Hynix, they decided to make all their stuff for AI rather than the consumer memory. The consumer memory is what we use to build our PCs. Now, some other companies have their own memory set, and that's probably fine, but we can't buy that separately. It's just for their consoles. So with that being said, that's the old news that happened before. Now, apparently, SK Hynix is now they already made like $29 billion off of their change up, and now they're going to switch it up again to now come back to the consumer market. Starting sometime this year. Hasn't really started yet, but it's starting sometime this year. And they're hoping that other companies would follow. They're hoping other companies will follow. So if that happens, the pricing should neutralize, but it's never, ever, 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 ever gonna be like how it was 2-3 years ago. All that stuff affects what the Steam Deck's pricing, the Steam Machine's pricing, why GTA 6, well, not necessarily about how much you're gonna use into your future PCs. One, it is released for PCs, but it's coming off of consoles. That's why consoles went up, because now memory is through the roof pretty much. Yeah. So hopefully they'll come out and they switch up their production costs, and they'll bring down the prices, if anything, because they also make the same memory chips that go into your phones and go into Android, iOS, tablets, all this stuff, laptops, whatever, whether it's LPDDR memory or it's HBM memory. And HBM memory is specifically for AI.
Which everybody's using right now, so.
Right. So those little apps you find on your phones are actually going to make you pay more for your phones. So use more of the apps for AI.
Yeah. What about an alternative? Is there any alternatives out there?
Yes, there is definitely an alternative. Apparently a Chinese company, CXMT.
Chain memory technology.
There you go. You got the stuff there.
Yeah, they just announced that they were like really ramping up production of their RAM chips, video cards, and things like that to compete with the main market that's out there right now. And they haven't reached the technology that, those bigger companies have. But, in another year, 2 years, 3 years, if they can sell what they have and make the money to keep going up, then, it's just another competitor in the ring. And that's good, because we could definitely use that right now. I mean, if that helps to speed up the process of lowering the RAM chips and everything else, that's good.
Let's be real. If I could piggyback off that, let's be real. A lot of this stuff is made in their own warehouses, in their own backyard. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that stuff, they have the blueprints, they have the technology, they see what's going on in it, and it's a wide open space for them to make a ton of money and catch up fast, because technology moves at a very fast pace nowadays. So
my only worry is that it won't be the same quality. Like not the best quality comes from the other chips, but if they can match that quality to to compete, then that's great. My worry is computers bursting into flames left and right because they don't have the quality that they need and the quality control that these other companies have, because they're a new company. They're a smaller company. They've probably only been in business creating these things for the last like 3-4 years. You know what I mean? So I don't really know too much into it, but I would assume that would be an issue.
Well, they partnered up with Corsair. You know what I'm saying? And Corsair is I mess with Corsair. So hopefully Corsair isn't looking like, hey, how can we cut corners? Hopefully they're looking at them and saying, hey, because to me, that's a trusted brand. I like Corsair, and hopefully you know, like you said, I don't want nobody's PC. You know me, I have PTSD with the damn flagship computers, so I don't like that. I told Ray to turn his resolution and all that down. I don't play that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want that to happen. And because of them not being like the other big three when it comes down to RAM, I've read that, you know, their chips run a little hotter than normal. But they are reliable, but they do run hotter than normal. So I would, you know, take a little caution. Don't go too crazy. And hopefully that they, you know, technology gets better and advances. And hopefully they learn from the other chip companies to make better RAMs. But right now, if that's the best that you can do and the best you can get, you can take what you can.
Start somewhere.
You gotta. And who knows how long we're gonna be in this shortage right now. So if they come in and hold people down for a slate, now the other ones got to come in and compete with them because now they're selling it cheaper. They've got to learn from their mistakes because who knows how long this RAM shortage is going to happen for them solely focused on AI. I don't know how long that's going to be.
Competition and capitalism always brings prices down because now if you're competing with subject A and subject B, and they're making a better quality product, then you have to lower your price on your product. And people will be like, they're going to weigh the pros and the cons. Be like, hey, $500 for this, that is definitely going to work, but I'm not going to be able to eat for a week. Or $150 for this, that it might work, but I can still get my bills paid. And I can still have a fun time. I just can't rank. I just can't go play a 4K game or run 7 Adobe softwares at the same time or video editing software at the same time. I can just, you know, take it back a step, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, it's we'll see what happens because the AI boom that's happening right now, that's been happening actually for the past 6 months, is not going anywhere. Oh, yeah. We want to enjoy AI without people losing their jobs. And we want to enjoy making fun stuff without freaking using the Earth's water supply, but it's not going anywhere. I mean, any new technology has to be refined until it becomes obsolete, and then something else takes its place.
I hope that, you know, these companies understand that the landscape, if they keep focusing on AI, the big three chip companies, how different the landscape is going to look if CXMT and another company jumps into that race, because it's a wide open door now. There's nobody in that space. So when they're spending all of this time on the AI chips and they say, you know what, we're done with that, we want to come back now, and they look around and they go, wow, who is these guys?
But you know, like a lot of what I've seen in the last few days is like I've watched a lot of videos of just people saying we don't need new we don't need better graphics, we don't need better what we need is refinement in how the games are necessarily made and the way the games are played, not necessarily like graphics or anything like that, but like the speed of the game and the things that you can have on screen at a time, and, you know, lighting effects and things like that. If they can make those things better, we don't necessarily need new chips, new this, new that, because we're satisfied right now. Right now, most people are satisfied and happy with the way the games look. We don't need an upgrade in graphics because shit, we're, you know, hitting the top of that, you know, right now. So how much better can you make the games look? You know what I mean? I'm sure there's ways, but I think there's better ways that they can use that technology.
People sit here and they make these games and they spend all of this money on it, right? And we've talked about this before. That doesn't intrigue us as gaming. That doesn't gamers. That doesn't intrigue us. We already understand. We like gameplay and we like the quality of a game. Just because you make a game look super nice doesn't mean you're entitled to this money. You keep trying to outdo each other on graphics. Where's the gameplay? Where's the fun?
Right,
that's what games are supposed to be.
Like, there are a lot of indie games that have fantastic ideas. They have great mechanics. They have cool looking visuals. Some of them are lower grade, but they're stylistic. They're designed a certain way, so that way it's appealing to the eye, appealing to the mechanics. So it's going to be appealing to the gamer. And then there's actually like a soul and a heart in the story. So, or there's a heart in the actual like gameplay of it. So you like it, like what is that Midnight game that they just closed the studio down. Yeah, they just closed the studio down.
Right, that's the same thing. Like Kiln is also the same thing. Yeah, those guys, the threat of being shut down is crazy.
Play the indie games that you enjoy. That's a slogan.
Anyway, thank you so much for joining us in this episode of Megabit Misfits. This is Mr. Rav. That is Mr. LeeBoyXP. I am Mr. ReyRey. But hey, please leave comments. Any ideas, any game you want to talk about, any situation in the gaming industry you want to talk about, maybe even some movies if you wish. We will occasionally do a movie review here and there, or movie discussion, really. Leave in the comments. Por favor, déjalo en los comments.
Oh, he means it. He's speaking extra.
Woo! We're trying to make this a business, my friend. Let's go. All right. Thank you so much. Play the damn outro, please.
There's a ghost in your house.
You sound just like me, so he's probably gonna eat something because these motherfuckers hungry.
Damn. Outro, please.